sign it, okay?
She's on vacation. Ready? Last weekend, this week. I'd like to call this meeting of the Southbury Planning Commission to order. February 17th, 2006, room 205. Everyone join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. Let's see, seating of alternates. Let's see, we're all here. So, Mary, we'll seat Mary. And Alex, too, as well. All right. Let's see, unfinished business under new business. Nothing there. Public hearing, special exception and site modification for 142 Main Street North, Southbury, Connecticut, seeking approval under Schedule AB-1A special exception for change of use from a furniture retail to a bookshop, Little Fox Bookshop. We'll open the public hearing if someone's here for them. Just up here and kind of tell us who you are, and where you're from, and then give us a really good detail of kind of what you want to do, what the objective is, and how it benefits the town. That'd be great. Thanks.
Great. Hi, everyone. I first want to say thank you not only for your time tonight, but also for your dedication to the town of Southbury and for being on the board. My name is Maggie Lee, and this is my sister and business partner, Abby Lee. We are longtime residents of Southbury, and I actually graduated from Pompey High School. We are here today to seek approval for a locally owned and independently run bookshop called Little Fox Bookshop, and it would be located at 142 Main Street North in Southbury. I'm going to pass it off to Abby so that she can share some more details.
Great, thank you, Maggie. Do you mind passing these out for everyone? Okay. So Maggie right now is passing off a draft of our floor plan. I'm going to reference it a little bit later on for everyone. So first, to give an overview of what we were planning to sell, Little Fox Bookshop seeks to create an atmosphere that invites guests to escape the hurried pace of the world and enjoy a literary linger. We will be selling children's books and adult books, puzzles, journals, greeting cards, and other gift items. We strive to be a place of community, hospitality, and welcome. We've given you a sample floor plan so that you can kind of get an idea of what the inside of the space will look like. This is just a draft as we're working with the designer, and this is where we're at in the process currently. We plan to host small book-themed activities such as children's story time and come-and-go author signings. For the story time, we plan to host this weekly and anticipate about 10 children. You can see on the floor plan a designated area that we're creating for this so that the common foot traffic will not be hindered. On the floor plan, it's on this, where this gray couch is on the floor plan. This is kind of our children's side, and the other side is the adult side. So this, where this couch is an area that we're designating for this children's story time. And then similarly, we plan to host come-and-go author signings about once a month, where we have similarly planned a designated time where this purple couch is, where that will take place. And this is really just, usually an author sets up for 1 or 2 hours, maybe on a Saturday, and people can come and get their book signed, maybe chat a little bit, and then be on their way or shop around the store. So we really don't think these little activities will hinder the comings and goings of our regular business in any way. And we've designated areas for these to happen. We only plan to use the bottom floor of the space, which is about 3,000 square feet, and we don't have plans to use the top floor at this time. We do have approval from the health department, and I believe Jordan has shared that form with all of you. And then for the exterior of the building, we plan to use all of the existing signage structures. There's one in the front of the building, one on the side, and one in the back of the building. These are in the exact same locations. We're using the exact same structures and the exact same size of the signs that are currently there. So it's really just about putting our logo and our signage up there, but we're not changing anything else there. For the color of the building, we need to give the building a little bit of TLC, a little refresh. The paint looks a little worn out, so we would like to paint the building, but we plan to keep the color as close to the current color as possible because we really love that color green. I've brought some paint samples that Maggie will share for the paint color and the trim color. We actually took a collection of paint samples to the building itself and compared them to try to get it as close as possible. So we would like to keep it pretty much the same color, green. And then for the landscaping, again, the land just needs a little bit of TLC, a little refresh, and we would like to do some very basic landscaping, cutting some bushes away from the building, cutting some tree limbs that have extended touching the building. We don't plan to remove anything. We really just would like to refresh the space a little bit. So in closing, we're so grateful for your consideration of this endeavor. Local and independent bookstores are invaluable hubs for the community, and we feel that Little Fox Books will benefit Southbury in so many ways. We would be happy to answer any questions that you all have for us.
Thank you. Anyone on the commission? Anything for the applicant? Nance? Sure. Throw on your mic there.
No, we are not changing any of the outdoor lighting.
And parking, what's your maximum?
So there's 21 parking spaces.
And what's your maximum attendance or use?
Like our maximum occupancy?
Author, presentation, and you have a children's, and they're also regular customers. What's your
Right,
maximum?
so we would make sure not to do an author signing and a children's story time at the same time, because that would be too many people. So we would keep those separate for sure.
Any handicap parking?
Do you want to speak to that, Jordan, or, okay?
So this is one of the older properties in Southbury. It's actually one of the oldest commercial property in Southbury. It's a very odd lot. It's oblong, it's tiny, I think it's 0.3 acres all told. So accommodating parking is a challenge on this site. What the site has accommodated and what it's been approved for is 21 spaces. There's the site plan right there.
Is that for the former use?
Former use and existing use, because the site hasn't changed.
Thank you.
The requirement for this type of use, given they are only accommodating the first floor of the space, is actually 20 spaces. So based on the square footage that they've represented, equating to our square footage calculation, breaks down to 20 spaces. They provide 21. If ever the commission sees an application from this applicant where they're looking to utilize the upper floor area, parking would have to be something that is more thoughtfully considered, but given they are running some events that will run about 10 children maximum based on the story time and author signing as a come and go style event, this site can accommodate the necessary parking for the use.
Okay, and handicap shows on there?
Okay.
I believe it was number 19.
Robin?
Yeah, you said
Hours
the
of-
sec,
I'm sorry.
oh, I'm sorry, were you done?
Go ahead. Hours of operation was going to ask.
It's in the document.
On there?
We have it in the
You
resolution.
said the second floor is not being utilized, right?
Right.
Are there any future plans or dreams about what you want to do up there?
We would like to use it for storage, right, but we don't have any current plans. It used to be an apartment,
Okay.
but it's pretty much gutted right now, and so it would take a lot of work to refurbish it to anything, so we don't have any plans right now, yeah.
All right, thank you.
Any food or beverages of any kind?
No food, yeah, no food or beverages.
Anyone else down that end? Roberta, Stephen, anything?
Do you have to stay within a certain color? I mean, other than historic or just any color?
No, you mean for the color of the building? No, no. We
Okay.
just like the color that the building already is. We
Is-
feel that it is kind of a natural color that we liked anyway.
All right, if no one else on the commission has anything else to go to the public, anyone? Questions for us or for or against the application? Anybody?
Yeah, so you'll go right up to the mic, you'll state your
State your
name
name.
and address.
Hello, my name is Jenna Lee Davison. My address is 326 Old Poverty Road in Salisbury, Connecticut. And I just wanted to state stance for the bookstore. I think that it could be a great addition to a community, and me and my husband are actually currently family planning, and I think it's just something exciting that could bring a lot of atmosphere to children and to our community as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else for or against the application? step up? Anyone else on the commission before we close the public hearing? Before we close the public hearing? Anyone else in the audience for the last time? Okay, we'll close the public hearing. Thank you. We can make a decision, I think, tonight. Everyone read the resolution, or should I read it into the record? I'll just read it quickly. Resolution 142, Main Street North, Zone B, 3-3A, Little Fox Endeavors LLC, special exception, February 17, 2026. Whereas Southbury Planning Commission on 1/20/2026 received an application for a special exception data received by a Land Use Department 12/16/2025, whereas the proposal special exception will allow for conversion of existing retail space from the previously approved Stockbridge and Berry Furniture Store used to now established as a bookshop providing retail goods as well as hosting events such as book signing and readings. Whereas proposed use is permitted for reference in Schedule A, C-1-3, stores and other buildings and structures where goods are sold or services are rendered within the B3A zone, a special exception. Whereas the Commission has received approval from the Houstonic Valley Health District dated 12/5/2025 for this change of use, whereas the Commission finds proposal use as indicated by the applicant to accommodate the Little Fox Bookshop and is in keeping with the pertinent regulations of the Town of Southbury Plan of Conservation and Development. Now therefore be it resolved by the Southbury Planning Commission, the application would be approved upon the commission voting, operate under these three regulations: operation of little bookshop selling retail goods, hosting events related to operation in support of and associated with retail sale, and books under other various items. Such events can include book signing or reading events. 3, approved hours for operation will be Monday will be closed, Tuesday through Sunday will be 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Sunday will be 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Approval will be upon the following subject: necessary submission of application to the zoning department, building department, and the fire marshal, the signing and filing of the approved special exception form for the town clerk's office, and any expansion of interior layout, alteration of the floor plan, alteration of hours of operation, or similar changes shall require a new application to be reviewed by the town of Southbury. Any questions or discussion before I'll make a motion to approve?
You just need to change that to Saturday,
Change it to Saturday?
Tuesday through Saturday.
Tuesday through Saturday will be the hours, okay, sorry, and Sunday there. Typo, nice. All right, so we'll make a note of that. Tuesday hours will be 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. to Saturday as well. Do we have a second on the table? Robin, all in favor? Aye, opposed? Abstentions? All set, all passed. Thank you, guys. All right, let's see here. Under public hearing, special exception and site plan modification, 1257 Southford Road, Southbury, Connecticut, seeking approval under section A, B-1A, special exception for service-based business as a private art studio for the artistic creation. Ms. Janelle Chandler is the applicant, if she's here. There she is again, hi. Yes, please, thank you, and just kind of give us a little more in-depth idea of, kind of where you're headed, what your thoughts were, and the questions will come back to you from the commission, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So thank you again, Janelle Chandler. Basically, I'm an art professor. I have 4 kids, and I don't have a lot of time for my own art. So I have sought this spot for me to be able to go and work on my art at a space outside of my home. There's the potential for me having like one-on-one kind of tutoring sessions. But that's pretty much it. I'm not making any modifications to the space. There's existing signage on the road to which I'm just, will be removing the panel down for the old business and putting just a sign up that has my name. And that's really the only thing that's changing. No paint changes, no carpet, like nothing exciting. So I don't know if you have any questions or.
Sure. Anyone on the commission? Anything for the applicant? Sure, Alex.
Just disposal of any of the materials that you're using.
Okay, so I primarily use colored pencils and paper, non-toxic. At the most, sometimes watercolor, again, non-toxic. So it would just go out in the regular trash in the dumpster that's out back. Yeah.
Anyone that end of the table? Roberta, anything? Stephen? No? Nance?
Been advertised.
I'm not really worried about advertising. I mean, any one-to-one tutoring that I would be doing, I would be networking through Western, where I teach, and word of mouth kind of thing. I'm not looking to do anything big or have, anything like that.
Okay. Robin, anything? Mayor? Good? Okay. All right, anyone in the public, for or against? Any questions for us to ask the applicant, anything? No one else on the commission, anything? Okay, we'll close the public hearing then. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we can make a decision tonight too as well. All right.
We have two, she's still pending health,
Oh, she is.
so
Okay.
not received, and then that makes a condition of the signing of the special exception that it needs to be received, or there's another one if in fact she was able to receive it tonight, but it sounds like that's the one you're gonna be working on. Because Janelle, they weren't able to get you the health approval in time? No. Yeah, they were working under the gun with the short week, given the office use of the JC Construction LLC previous to Janelle's application. I really don't foresee any issues, but we'll ensure that the health department has signed off prior to allowing the applicant to sign the special exception and file it, authorizing the application to move forward.
So in the motion, we can authorize staff
So I'll make a motion to approve it.
And it's contained in the
contingent
resolution.
upon
And
health approval.
Alex, second it. Discussion? Nancy said in the motion you want to make sure we have, you just mentioned it.
Yep.
Have
It's-
what?
We have
You
it in
just
the
mentioned,
resolution.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so, yeah, authorize staff to sign off on it contingent upon health department approval.
Okay, perfect.
Great.
And anyone else have anything changes or any edits to the resolution? Because I just won't read it in then if we don't. Okay? So as is, with the addition of waiting for health, and we'll take care of it administratively, Mr. myself and Jordan.
Yep.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? All set. Thank you.
Good luck. Sounds good.
All right, under other business, site plan modification, 1570 Southford Road, Southbury, Connecticut, seeking approval for installation of 3 by 7 square foot building sign and 4 by 8 square foot sign to be associated with lighting and regulations. Who is here for that?
No one.
No one.
So that one, we haven't received additional information regarding the lighting that was requested.
So that'll just,
We are at the deadline, and the applicant's not here to provide an extension, so we're gonna unfortunately have to deny this one without prejudice. And my office will update the applicant and make sure that if they wanna provide the necessary information, we'll be happy to receive that application at the next meeting.
okay, that's on record, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll wait to hear from,
But
The
you
app-
will have to make a
Motion to
motion for
deny.
denial.
yeah, but you'll make sure that we get it back on the schedule for them, with them, okay.
Absolutely,
I'll make a motion for denial due to the fact that the applicant didn't meet the requirements for deadline.
Second?
All approve, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? All right, denial is set. Thank you. Let's see, under other old business. Application for subdivision 295 Old Woodbury Road, Southbury, Connecticut, seeking approval for the construction of 3 new homes on subdivision lot named Homes on Old Woodbury. Nice. Connecticut Residential Incorporated, Scott Volpe applicant.
Okay, let me just get this up here.
Is she sat right now,
Yeah,
Mary?
yeah.
Then,
See her?
so,
All right, we'll just
so
on
Mary,
this.
you have a question about whether or
Conflict of
not you
interest.
need to recuse yourself?
Yeah, do I?
So, why don't you bring your situation up to the commission? If you feel you can render an equitable decision with no bias on this application, then by all means, just reflect your circumstance to the commission, and they can kind of disseminate whether or not they feel that you will in fact render an unbiased decision. If you don't feel you can render an unbiased decision, then recuse yourself. We'll have you sit in the audience for this application. We'll sit someone else in your place and move forward, no problem. Which would you like to do?
I can do it.
You can do it with no bias. So, Mary, why don't you explain to everyone what your particular circumstance is?
I live on Old Woodbury Road.
Fair enough.
And I understand that there's some building interest across the street. So
So it's a
here I
proximity,
am, yep.
Yeah.
simply.
Is the commission okay with that, everybody? Yeah?
No, I'm across.
Okay, then, okay, we'll be fine with that. All right, Mark, you're up.
I'm fine with it.
That's good.
Mark.
For the public record, my name's Mark Lancor. I'm the principal at Dymar, located here at 800 Main Street South. And the application that is before you is rather, I find it one of the simplest applications I've had in a long time. Connecticut Residential, Scott Volpe is my client. He's here in the audience. I think many of you know of Scott's dedication to Southbury as one of our fine builders here. And he has purchased, or he's in the option to purchase, land that is located on Old Woodbury Road. It's approximately 32 plus acres. He has the option to purchase a section of the property, which we're going to construct 3 lots. 3 lots are roughly a little over 2 acres apiece. And we're going to dedicate about 7.5 acres of open space at this point. The area that you notice is in green, that's the wetlands area, and then the lighter green is the upland review area. We have received our health department approval for the lots. We've received our wetlands approval for the lots. So our last stop is, obviously, is here with planning. And the other remaining 18 acres is still remains in the current property owner's name. And, you know, Scott is trying to work something out with them as to whether he's going to take up the rest of the property or not. So at this point, we're really looking for the approval of the 3 lots. I think Scott has indicated, I mean, he's going to build fine homes here. I know it's always a concern about what are you going to build, but Scott's work speaks for himself. He doesn't build anything that's not of high quality, so we expect that kind of housing to be here. I'm just going to ask Scott, about size of the houses, about?
So, right now, we're planning for, lot number 1 is gonna be around 3,400 square feet, 2 to 3 car garage. Lot number 2 and 3 would be 3,100 square feet with 2 car garage.
So,
And nice looking, I'm building both of those models in town now.
so that's pretty much it, and we're hopeful that the commission will look favorably on the application.
All right. Any questions, anybody? Down the end of the table, Roberta, Stephen, anything?
Not right this second, though.
Nance?
I thought we were going to, when you have building department, fire marshal, just the wording on the resolution should say compliance with their recommendations. That's all I'm saying.
I'll be happy to add that. Each one of those departments has reviewed the plan.
Okay,
Yep.
and so compliance by the
Happy to add that.
applicant?
Yep.
A2?
They have the proper sight lines and everything, so we're good with all that.
Fire marshal had no comment, building official had no comment, selectman's office, no comment,
Fire department?
fire marshal.
Fire marshal.
Fire marshal, sorry.
Alex, Mary, Robin, anything? I think it's pretty straightforward. I'll make a motion to approve the subdivision.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Nope, you're totally
Did you
fine.
want to second it?
No, we're not in a public hearing and we're good, sorry, my apologies.
Got a resolution,
I do have one.
so we probably should.
Yep.
We can add wording that,
We'll just need a second when we get a chance.
yeah. We can add the wording that each of the departments within the municipality have reviewed the plans and have no comment. Because again, any formal reviews with the fire marshal's office, building department will come through applications.
All right, so there's a motion on the table. We need a second, then I can,
Second?
okay. Any discussion? Okay, so the resolution will sit as is. Everybody's read it? Right, with the addition to, Nancy, you want to add in the word
Whenever it's another department giving us a review.
compliance,
we
is
can
what
put
you
in
want?
Compliance with their recommendations. Guess there aren't any.
Well,
Usually.
right now,
Usually that's
item number
standard.
7, following findings with regard to this application is the Southbury Highway Building and Zoning Department, as well as the Office of the First Selectman and Fire Marshal have reviewed the plans for the subdivision. And I can make a comment, I can add to that and say, and provided no comment. How about that?
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Okay, excellent. Okay, so we still need a second. Oh.
Nancy had
Oh,
seconded.
Nancy, okay.
Now we're just amending.
No, any further discussion? Everyone's pretty straightforward on the resolution with the additions we just talked about. Okay, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? All set, guys?
Thank you, thank you.
This takes a motion, right? For the bond release?
Yes, yes, it does.
All right, let's see, under other business, 8-24, Board of Selectmen referral, Ryan Anthony Rutledge Memorial Bench.
It was just, the packet was received by everyone.
Oh, here it
I
is.
believe, today.
Yep.
Pretty
Yeah, I saw this.
straightforward.
Yep.
I think it's a good use of the Bennett Park over there, in memorial for this, and, yeah.
Anybody have any questions, thoughts on it? Of the bench?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep, so we have a rendering of the bench here. There's also a, article about the individual.
Oh, nice.
It's very
There it is.
heartbreaking, unfortunately. That's the location of the bench, so we're all aware of the area just along Roxbury Road. And then here's the rendering of the composite bench. This is what Conservation Commission likes to use, and we prefer them not to use any wood slats in this because it becomes a maintenance headache.
Right.
Yep. Cement base, reinforced concrete, prep, and seating of the area, post-construction.
Good? Okay, excellent.
Yeah, do you want to see a location plan? I can show you.
The location, it's just not clear if
So Bennett Park, if you see the tip of that red area, that's kind of the driveway entrance, and then it winds well down, so you get nice and low to the river there, and then it extends past. Nope. Of course.
I'll make a motion for positive referral back to the board. Robin seconds it. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Positive referral set. Go back to the board. Thank you. Let's see, we need to add something to the agenda, right?
We're doing good so far.
We'll do it in the back.
Once we get to correspondence, we'll
Correspondence.
look to add that.
Sure.
And then why don't we address the comments about planning and zoning cooperating?
Yeah, we'll do that
other
then too.
business.
Sure. All right, so under other business, we just finished that, members' reports, Affordable Housing Subcommittee. Right, or did you want to do it right now under?
No, we're good. Keep
Okay.
it rolling, yeah. Bob's not here.
Bob's, yeah, he had.
Yep,
Alex is
so,
here.
yep,
Yep.
I
Okay.
can speak to it. We did meet at our usual time, the second Tuesday of the month, and I believe the memo, we discussed, I should say, the 333 Main Street development and the encouragement of a memo or submitting a memo to the Planning Commission, which I think was read at the special meeting that following week. No? Oh. Or submitted, I should say.
It's on record.
Okay. And so we did just want to appreciate all efforts to provide affordable housing while also encouraging any possibility of increasing units wherever and whenever possible to, again, encourage that discussion. We've also been
Affordable housing components in that application, we're fine on that end, sure, yeah.
I met with the first selectman and got a better idea of just the direction that we can, as a subcommittee, go in, understanding some of the new administration's discussions with the state and looking at what directions, while we know we report to the Planning Commission, we also would like our efforts to be productive and helpful to gains. And so we had discussion about that as well. Our next meeting is the second Tuesday of March.
Very good, thank you.
And I'm looked to be at that one? Is
We
that my
would,
understanding?
yes, we would
Okay.
love that if that
Perfect.
could happen. Yeah, thank you, George.
No, I'm just making a note for myself right now, because
Thank you.
a lot going on right now.
Put it
Thanks,
in the
Alex.
calendar. Any questions for Alex, anybody? No? Okay, thanks, Alex. Let's see, streetscape review, that hops over to Robin, yes? You weren't there.
Yeah, neither Robin and I couldn't make the last meeting
We
on,
weren't together.
So glad we clarified that. I'm sure one of them picked it up. Ultimately, there wasn't a quorum, so they weren't able to really substantively move anything forward. We'll be looking to hold a special meeting next week. I think we're looking at Wednesday, the 25th. Yeah. As of right now, Hugh's not going to be able to attend, but I think we're going to move forward anyway, just so. The primary topic of right now is what the subcommittee can do to really put a fire under the town and focus on holiday decorations for next season. So that's where the primary focus is right now, and that's what they're really trying to spearhead in this.
Lighting and the bulbs and all
The
that.
whole nine, yeah, lighting, garland, just really improve the space during the holidays. It's a lot of work, and we only have 1 year to do it, and we have less than a year, frankly, because prep time is gonna take a lot of this, so.
Yep.
It's quite an undertaking, and that's what the commission's subcommittee is really focused on.
That whole report that Don Antilla made, is that part of the application? Yeah.
Yeah, so he's working on the front half of RFPs right now for securing decorations and contractors to provide said decorations, and a separate RFP for potentially retrofitting existing lighting fixture to be able to accommodate this type of hookup, to actually light the decorations themselves.
I read that, and there's one question I think needs to be covered, and that is the effect on the power there. What voltage is there, what wattage is there now?
Yeah,
and-
so the
and how much could we
Yeah, that's
add
being looked
without
at.
having a,
All of that's being looked at. The one thing that's not being looked at is the rough order of magnitude as far as it's concerning cost.
Right.
Like the additional cost of electricity to power these items, but the specific engineering into the electrical utilities and servicing that's provided at that infrastructure is being looked at heavily.
And the cost of the lights, too.
being,
Oh,
yeah, but being looked at from a power standpoint, so we don't.
Correct.
yeah,
Yep,
okay.
absolutely. Mary, you had a question?
Just,
Thank you.
regarding the streetscape, this is about the holiday setup on the light, on the lampposts, is that what you're saying? So we do, we do have the flags, does that interfere with that?
No, no.
Or the
fla-
banners?
So the flags are a great component of our streetscape. That's something that EDC worked really hard on.
Yes, we did.
The goal would only be to improve on that effort.
Right, and the banners are, well, the mechanism won't interfere with the
Exactly.
holiday decorations?
So those will be gone by the time the holiday decorations
I
are going to
see.
come up.
Okay.
And then maybe this becomes something further in the future if we can grow it, but a
All
lot of
right.
work to be done before then.
Just want to know, thank you.
Awesome.
You said the banners are temporary. Do they go back up every year? Okay,
Every year.
gotcha.
during,
Thank you.
I'm sorry, is it Memorial Day?
Yeah.
We start 2 weeks before, 2 weeks before Memorial Day, and they should stay up through Veterans Day in November, a week or so after, if they last.
Correct, yeah.
All right, that was a good report from everybody, thank you. So let's see, good report from everybody. Let's see, where are we at here?
Correspondence.
Yes, correspondence, thank you. Request for bond release, Stewart Summers subdivision, monumentation letter from Hemlock Hill subdivision and Transylvania Brook Estates. So we have a letter here from, let's see, dear Mr. Chair, the letters are certified to the Southbury Planning Commission that the iron pins amounts to for record subdivision map 4617 entitled Hemlock Hill subdivision map 43, block 18, lot 13, prepared for Ann Pitchney, 525 Burr Road and Rocky Mountain Road, Southbury, Connecticut, scale 1 = 50 feet, dated 12/2/2024, revised on 4/11/2025, prepared by Summers and Company LLC, have been all set as this date. Sincerely, Charles S. Spath, Jr.,
So that is,
dated November 18th, 2025.
that's Hemlock Hills.
Yep,
We'll also,
and we have the Transylvania Brook, too.
that's Hemlock Hills.
The pins are there, the pictures are there.
This is just
Has
for
already been
Hemlock Hills.
inspected?
Yep. Deandra has her report
compliance?
right here regarding the inspection and the
If anyone wants to see the pins, they're there in
physical
the picture.
presence
Yep.
of the conservation markers.
Full compliance,
Yep, absolutely.
motion to,
The one thing I will note is this also includes Transylvania Brook Estates, and that's not included in this, so the commission will want to be clear on just releasing the bonds for the Hemlock Hills subdivision.
motion to approve release of bond for Hemlock Hill subdivision.
I'll second that, just for Hemlock Hill, and we'll wait for the documentation for Transylvania at a different date. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Approved for Hemlock Estates, Hemlock Hills subdivision only. Thank you.
Correspondence from NBCOG, if you want to vote to add that to the agenda, and that's just a simple yearly or a monthly update on.
So we need to add to the agenda, so I'll make a motion to add the NBCOG correspondence to the agenda.
Everyone received it today.
Can we get a second? All in favor of adding it to the agenda? Aye. And are we going to read it or just?
No need to read
Well, just, it's on record, okay.
record, and everyone has a copy.
Everyone has a copy, thank you. Okay. Let's see, meeting minutes from January 20th, 2026 for a special meeting on February 5th, 2026. Let's see who was not here.
I was not.
Alex was not here, and Stephen, you were here? You were not here. Okay, so Roberta and, so any change, anybody, additions?
I did notice that it says after Stephen's name alternative, not alternate, and
Okay.
that should be corrected in both
Okay.
minutes.
What's the alter?
Alternative.
I'm an alternate, but Stephen's
Nice.
alternative.
It's a good title, Stephen.
Dressed entirely the
Yeah,
wrong way to.
I like it.
That's hilarious.
Beautiful.
I don't mean to take away your new nickname or anything, but
Duly noted, we'll get that fixed in the record.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyone else have any changes or additions to the motion? I mean, to the minutes?
Motion to approve as presented
Um,
with one typo.
With one typo correction. Thank you. I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Any other business properly brought before the commission? We do have a couple of things.
February 5th separately because of the,
Um,
we did January 20th.
We did January 20th. I'll back up, sorry about that. So February 5th minutes, 2026. No changes that I saw on it when I read it. Anyone?
Motion to approve as presented.
the same typo actually is in that as well.
I think it should, I think it
I
should
know.
stay at this point.
It's your new street name, Stephen.
It's gonna come with bangs
It's been
next.
added to it's been added to it as a regular now. Nice. So February 5th minutes, Nancy made a motion to approve it. I'll second it, just with that change for that typo. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? All in favor? Aye. Okay, opposed? Thank you. All right, wait, let's see, where were we? Any other business properly brought before the commission? We have a couple of things we need to just touch base on.
First and foremost, before we jump into planning and zoning, if anyone wants to attend the Connecticut Federation of Planning and Zoning Commission's 78th Annual Conference, that's going to be on March 26th. That's a Thursday. It's going to be at the AquaTurf. It's an all-day event. If you've been, it's a great food spread, a lot of information, a lot of speakers discussing various issues going on with land use boards, new bills that are being passed, ways that certain commissions are addressing problems, challenges, really anything that can come before you guys. It's a great event. Right now, Bob Harrison is the only member that has indicated his interest. If anyone else would like to attend, please reach out to my office as soon as possible so we can get you on that list. It's going to be March 26th. That is a Thursday at the AquaTurf Country Club in Plantsville, Connecticut.
All right.
event. Excuse me.
That wasn't the only thing we want to talk about. We want to talk about the
Planning and zoning.
planning and zoning regarding the,
Yeah, do you want to speak to it, or would you like me to?
I guess, you might as well. You're,
Right now, our zoning commission's pretty green. We have 4 new members right now, I think, that are regular. And what I think would be beneficial at this point, while everyone's still getting their feet under them, we're in the midst of a zoning regulation rewrite. They're being hit with pretty large-scale projects. I think having the wisdom of the planning commission impart the structure and function and requirements of commissions and both the individual, the commissioner, I think it would be a fruitful conversation just to have everyone sit down, learn from one another, see where everyone is at from a conceptual standpoint, where they're grasping the concepts of planning and zoning and the regulations therein. You guys are going to be a combined commission, in a year anyway. I'd like to make sure that everyone is comfortable with the acumen that other members are bringing to the table and their full understanding and capacity to care for the role that is planning and zoning commissioner. I think that would be helpful. If that's something we would like to do, we can set up either a day meeting, we could set it up during a regular meeting and set it up as a component of that, or schedule a special meeting altogether, but just wanted to see what everyone's feelings in the matter are. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Is anyone from zoning going to the Connecticut conference?
They should be.
Okay,
They absolutely should be.
so I just wonder, and as far as timing goes, are you thinking of having it before or after that conference?
As far as timing go, we're looking at the end of March. We could ostensibly have it before that conference. I see no reason that that couldn't be achieved, but if this commission, just based on timing alone, it needs to be pushed out farther, it's scheduling, in my opinion, that would be the only thing.
Might not be a bad idea to do it before, since we're all, those of us who do go to it, so we know each other.
Going to collaborate again, be able to talk at the meeting. Yeah, I think that's fair. And set the need to maybe attend more meetings like that and really impart that on some of the commissioners. I'm just concerned that the charge and the role of the commissioner themselves might be lost at this point, and I think everyone getting together in the same room and collaborating together would be beneficial. We don't want to see there be a lapse in the functionality of any of these commissions. It goes for planning as well. If such a shakeup were to happen to this commission, I would want you guys to be supported in the same way.
I don't think it should be during one of our regular meetings. I think a special meeting would probably be best.
I agree. We're pretty stacked as it is, so.
I don't know about afternoon, if everybody can attend.
Depends on when.
Depends on when, okay.
Depends on when.
Yeah.
I'd have to check my schedule.
Okay. So, just so everyone knows, when you get the invite, or everyone, we're looking for scheduling for that, you understand what the importance of it is, and that's important for me. So I appreciate everyone hearing me out, and we will work on scheduling that in the weeks to come.
And if I can just echo, as on the Affordable Housing Subcommittee, we often have issues converging on, that are planning or zoning or first selectmen or state. And, having clarity, having understanding of different people's perspectives can be very helpful in really identifying where our time and efforts go. So I really appreciate the opportunity.
From a functional standpoint, do we feel that this is something we would want to conduct ourselves? Or is this something that we feel educationally we might want to bring in the COG to assist with? Just eliciting feedback at this point. Because if it's something you want to put on the office, or my office's shoulders, we can absolutely conduct that. But if it's something that you feel should be brought up to more of a broad scoping educational forum, then I would say NVCOG would be the group to tap for that.
Well, there are only, 11 out of 69 towns that have combined their commissions, is that, I think that's it.
You were pretty on top of those metrics when this all
Well,
happened,
because I
so.
was in another town where they combined them, it
Yeah.
just didn't work. Is this in stone, or can we get it on the ballot in November to
It's-
revisit?
I think it's pretty.
in the
much
charter.
stone.
No
It's in
backsies.
charter. No backsies, as Robin refers to it as. I
Yeah.
like that, thank you.
It's in the charter. It's gonna happen. There'll be another vote, though, come November. Different vote
Yeah.
for who's on it. There's only 11 members and 3 alternates, so there'll be a different vote.
Everyone will be up in November.
Right.
Just so everyone's aware.
Whether we're up or not.
Regardless of whether your term was up or you just got elected, everyone will be
Yeah.
up in November.
So that's the story of it, so. What's that?
No, nothing. Sorry.
You were talking to yourself.
I didn't know it was my outside voice.
Yeah. I agree. No,
All Well, no, I appreciate everyone's support. I think we have the marching orders there. So, thank you.
should we get any update on the application number 333 is wanna go right now?
No updates
Okay,
to speak on right now.
Okay.
So,
sounds good.
But I'll be happy to, if this commission would like updates on the larger applications we're dealing with, namely the 333 Main Street South, I'd be happy to provide updates as that one moves along, if this commission would like. Yeah.
Right, we don't have much of an update yet. So, all right, we'll keep everybody posted on that and how that goes. That's gonna need some work, but we'll get there on it.
We'll get there, absolutely.
All right, I think that's pretty much it. I'll make a motion to adjourn. All in favor? Aye, motion, meeting adjourned.
Thank you all.
Good job. I texted you my question. Oh, I'm sorry. No, your reason, no, you're at the meeting. No, no. You could. Want to tell me now? Yeah.